Okay, Luke. Episode 9, HackertoHero. How you doing?
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We've got a special guest today, haven't we?
We have indeed.
What's his, do you want to introduce him? Because you're mates.
We are. So this is Thomas. Do you want the full name? Yeah.
Go for it, yeah. You can find out who I am. They'll know about my dulcet tones anyway.
Yeah, so it's Tom Gradwell. We've known each other for a long time since we were kids. So when I started playing golf, he was there right at the beginning. Good goal for himself.
Oh God! So, are we gonna get War and Peace? Gee, I don't want War and Peace. This is a podcast, Luke. I don't want your life story. Tom, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, very well, thanks.
Coming straight off there.
Go on, tell us a bit more.
What's the current handicap now then? The current
handicap is plus 0.4.
Plus 0.4.
WHS, but I'd say I'm more of a scratch one kind of guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that mean are you better than Luke?
On paper,
it's tough one.
On paper, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, but I don't want paper. I want on the course.
Well, in recent games, yes, definitely.
Yeah, occasionally. Just
occasionally.
Rely a bit on the old short game, you know.
Oh,
a bit
really?
rusty the rest of it.
He is the best putter I have ever seen.
Well, I was going to say, have you seen his putting lately?
Mine's terrible.
Improving. Oh, no, it's got worse.
No, it's getting better. It's definitely better.
Well, it couldn't have got any worse, could it?
It was really broken at times.
Thanks a lot.
It's all right, anytime.
Sweet.
That's what I'm saying, it couldn't go worse. It must be getting better.
Yeah, well, I've putted well recently. But,
yes.
He's the best putter I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
That's the only reason why I'm off.
Wow.
He's unbelievable.
Fair enough.
He boxes anything.
Ball striking wise, pretty.
Yeah, but it's all about getting the ball in the hole, isn't it? You know.
This is it.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right having a fancy drive like him, but if you can't get it in the hole, there's no point.
Yeah.
So you need to learn that. Just saying.
You will.
Just saying.
All right. All right.
So Tom, what do you do? What's the crack?
What do I do? So I'm the Northwest area sales rep for Callaway.
Hello.
That sounds quite fancy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really isn't. Basically, I've got about 90 pro shops, obviously, like Luke and obviously other guys. Manage, obviously, their stock with us, what they buy. That's the kind of sort of winter side of things. Then when we move into the summer, obviously we carry on with all that, but then we move into doing things like custom fitting days at the golf clubs and get those members down and fit them up for the new product. It's quite a nice job really because you get the sort of mixture of the two roles. So when the weather's nice, you're outside. When the weather's not so good, we're inside. So,
you know what I'm going to ask you, don't you?
What's that?
Like the recent news, obviously. Well, there's a couple of big drivers that come out.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
I think there's three.
We need to talk about Rogue.
Yeah, there is three.
There are three.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Rogue.
Yeah, we should talk about Rogue. Anything. Well, obviously you can ask me whatever you want. I'll just give you my feedback.
Anything.
Well, you can ask me. I've got to be careful what I say.
Yeah, definitely.
But certainly in terms of it's very early days for it yet. Obviously, the demo packs are kind of arriving with the accounts at the moment.
Yeah. I saw Luke posting a picture of it today.
Today. So the launch date's not until the 4th of March.
Yep.
So the guys have got sort of 4 or 5 weeks now to do a bit of pre-sale.
Cool.
You can get the orders in the queue. We're all being well going to start building those mid-Feb. So they'll arrive for launch for the guys who pre-ordered. And then, from sort of mid-Feb onwards, it'll be really chaos.
Cool.
Real manic.
I've got to say, from all the Callaway clubs that I tried, I did try a lot. I've obviously tried the Epic Flash, the Maverick.
Yeah.
Well, you used to hold on a minute. You used to have Callaway clubs, didn't you?
I had Callaway clubs for 4 years straight.
Did you not switch? Did you not switch recently? Do you know what I mean? Did you not switch to TaylorMade recently?
I got TaylorMade woods. I've trialled them.
It's only woods.
But to be fair though, he said right at the start of this podcast you were friends. Are you still friends?
Of course.
It's drops of shade. You know, that's one of the worst things for us. That's like a red rag to a bull. You know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did say on the last podcast though, the TaylorMade is a bit OTT with a face on it. You know, I did say like the Rogue. I would go for the Rogue because we had a chat about what one to go for.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, obviously I'll never sit here and belittle anyone else's product because everyone does a good job. But I would say to anyone who's looking to try drivers, I'd be that confident in our driver this year that by all means put anything else up against it. I'm very confident in most occasions it's going to win. I've had early feedback from an assistant pro who's a guy up in North Manchester who went for a fit on a Stealth this week. for a Stealth that's come out with one of ours.
Wow.
So, things like that are great little things for all the early doors. There'll still be plenty of people who will buy the tail.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They'll be the two biggest drivers in the market.
I think so. I believe the Cobra drive is very good, but I've not seen so much on that yet.
Yeah, I've heard things, definitely.
Yeah. So, Morgan and Bump, right? Let's get straight at it.
Yeah.
I used to be a journalist. I hate marketing BS.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
A lot of golfers do.
There's a lot of marketing bump on your website about this, right? Right.
I must say I've not read it.
Nice. I like that. That was PR. I like it. Right. It's the most forgiving driver. Oh, why? How?
Yeah. So
don't give me the bump.
No, I'll give you the truth. So, well, you can see yourself. I mean, the early uptake on tour. I mean, those guys don't really need the forgiveness. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But we've already got like 90% of them into this driver. And by the way, they don't have to use this driver.
Okay.
They can use
so it's not in their contract to use it?
No, not at all.
Fair enough.
They can use whatever they want. At the end of the day, it's their livelihood. They're not going to switch into a product that they don't believe in. So take that on board already. It's been the number one driver the first 2 weeks on the European Tour. There's also number one drive last week in Hawaii when the PGA Tour was.
Wow.
So the early uptake's been really good.
So how strong is that?
It's a quick uptake. Normally it takes them a few weeks to sort of. They'll maybe have one out there and they'll hit the practice days, but they'll still stick with their old one in the tournaments.
Yeah.
Not much of that. You'll see John Rahm using it this weekend. You'll see most guys in the European Tour. The early uptake's been great.
Yeah.
So cut out the marketing, whatever you want to call it. But the reason why this driver is our most forgiving is because we've taken out some things off the Epic driver that didn't actually provide much from a kind of a golf club performance point of view, should we say.
Okay.
And I'm referring to the sliding weight track that we used to have on the edges. So that's quite a heavy kind of thing to have in the golf club. It's a great thing for fitting the driver, but in terms of what it actually does to the actual performance of the golf ball and the golf club, it doesn't do very much.
Okay.
So that's obviously gone. You'll also see when you see the drivers that there's none of that. And that's been replaced by that big, it's called a tungsten speed cartridge. Now that might be what he's referring to, whatever, but that's the terminology for it.
I did read a bit of marketing bump on that as well.
So that's the weight on the back of the driver, which is basically in purely the forgiveness story.
Okay.
So we're trying to make sure that when
forgiveness, high handicapper.
Yeah.
Let's get straight to it.
Yeah.
Why am I going to go for it?
Because I'm absolutely sure that when you hit that driver as a handicap golfer, when you miss-hit it, and I've used it for a few times myself, you can't really tell you miss-hit it, and the results are ridiculous.
So when you say can't tell, do you mean the noise or the feel?
There's almost like not much difference between when you hit it right out of the centre and off centre.
Right, okay.
Because the face is just that forgiving.
Yeah.
Like, as I said, I saw one of the guys in America say, it's like bowling with the rails up.
Yeah.
Which I get it. I know it's marketing and it's spiel. But having used that driver a few times already, I totally get where they're coming from. It is so easy to use. Yeah. So whether you're me at a scratch player or whether we're someone at 28 handicap, I'm absolutely sure that across the spectrum we're not all hitting it out the middle all the time.
No, exactly.
And you will definitely see how good it is off centre.
Wow.
And I'm so confident now having used it. I've played about 3 rounds of it.
Right.
And I've had guys testing it today when I've been out playing. Everyone, the early uptake has been brilliant.
Okay, so really whether you fade or draw it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we'll keep that in.
Well, you've got different heads in the range, haven't you? So whether you go, if you're someone, a lot of obviously amateur golfers struggle with the slice or the push, so we've got a draw head for them. And then if you get down to your elite players, them or the opposite, they'll want to not see the ball going left.
Yeah.
So we've got the triple diamond version, which is like a fade bias.
Okay.
So you've got, and that's another good thing about the range. There's something for everyone in that range.
Yeah.
So whether I pitch up to do a demo day and I've got a load of county players coming, or whether I've got a load of beginners coming, I know that in that family there is something for everyone.
Fair enough.
It gives me a lot of confidence going out selling it, and as I have been doing for the last few months, and as I will be doing all year.
So that kind of answers my second question as well about single-figure handicappers, because you've got all the range.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's the same kind of thing, you know.
So would they see much of a difference, just like the high handicapper?
It's hard to say, isn't it? But I mean, I refer back to what I said, a little while ago. We're not all in the middle, are we, that often? And it's still got all of our great technology to reward good strikes in terms of things like jailbreak technology we've had for a while, which is like a pioneering industry in the driver market. But a lot of this kind of direction in terms of how this one's going to be positioned is going to be about how good it is off centre.
Okay.
So that's maybe where our drivers have fallen down in the last few years.
Cool. Okay.
Look, so the triple diamond.
Yeah,
that is interesting because that was only the things for players on tour.
That's right.
So it's now brought to the public to use. I think that is interesting. So the elite players looking for the next level, you can get it. You can buy it on the shelf,
which is great.
Triple diamond.
Is that much more expensive? Obviously.
No, the same price.
Really?
Yeah, same price. Wow. It's just it'll be the smallest selling out of the 4.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to be a very good golfer to use it.
Yeah.
However, like Luke said, the fact we can now offer it, what is effectively a copy of a tour product.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, even if people aren't good enough to use it, they'll still want to buy it anyway because it's aspirational.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that, I sort of see it from that side. But
it's like, John Ram uses this.
Correct.
I want that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? That's the crack, isn't it?
And there's a lot of there's a lot of golf geeks out there, probably include us three in that, and those guys know what that stuff is.
Yeah.
So some people, when I show it to my pros in the off season, they're like, no, I don't know what it is.
Wow.
But certain players, amateur players, pros, know exactly what it is and will want to buy it because they can now buy it.
Interesting. Are you going to get one?
I will be getting
It'll probably suit him pretty nicely.
I will be getting one.
Serious. So he switched to TaylorMade, and now that you brought out a new driver, he's
going
to switch back.
Yeah.
Like, is he gonna buy you a pint or something? Then
at least.
Tom.
At least.
Oh, can you get me one of them?
That's
what I can hear. I can hear it coming already.
Yeah, grovelling.
He charges me 50p for a Mars bar to 25p. Like, do you know what I mean?
Inflation.
Do you know what I mean?
Full of shit. Full of shit.
Why? What's a Mars bar now? Have you even any in?
80p.
Well, yeah, they have 80p.
Well,
more than in a garage.
That's recommended retail price, 80p.
I'm not paying you more than 25p. I've told you that from the very first podcast.
And they're getting smaller.
Yeah, exactly.
They are.
Charge
you
more, they're getting smaller.
Yeah, they are.
Do you know what I mean?
But straight back to the Rogue.
Sorry, Rogue.
Earlier, when I was talking, the Rogue was the best performing out of any of them for me, for forgiveness especially.
Have you tried them all?
All the heads are all the drivers.
All the drivers.
So the lineup I've tried all of them, all of recent years.
Okay.
And the Rogue was the best.
Yeah.
I like the head of it, the sound, the way it flew. I'm using the Sim 2 currently. Sim 2 is great when you hit it out the middle, and it performs well. Slight off centre.
Yeah.
You do notice that it's not as good. It flies okay, it's just not as good. So this twist face they advertise, and the marketing's great, and it does help. It has improved.
Did you just say that?
What?
Marketing. You're supposed to be presenting a podcast. The marketing's great.
The marketing is great.
Oh.
We all know
that.
Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm a cynic.
Everywhere.
I'm a cynic about marketing. Anyway, go on.
I do get it. I get it.
But anyway, the Sim 2 performs really well.
Yeah.
But there's been nothing similar to that Rogue when I hit that previously. Okay. Nothing as good. So when I've seen it in the flesh, the Rogue. I received my demo pack today, funnily enough.
Yeah.
And it looked
a week early.
Oh, hello. Hello.
So what did I...
backhanded.
You knew you were coming on this podcast, that's why.
That's fair. I'm very pleased you got to that.
It looks amazing.
It does look good.
The colours look better than the blue and the black last time, the gold.
To be fair, it did look good, but you could have put out a better picture.
Hey, I was busy.
You can go to Luke's Instagram if you want to see a picture.
I'll do more.
What I mean?
I was busy. Come on.
It was enough though. At least it shows.
It was enough.
It gets a message across.
It was all right.
It's a good looking driver.
And they've got messages from it. People lining up to buy it.
He's seen our films. He's seen our photography. He should know better.
Premium.
Do you know what I mean? High quality stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, Luke. Let's get with a plan. Anyway. What I was going to say is Callaway, to be fair, and I've got quite a few TaylorMades in my bag.
Oh, sure.
I've got
giving him a hard time.
I've got. It's the putter and the wedge.
Waiting for that.
To be fair, to be fair, it's the putter and the wedges that I've got.
Okay.
I've got Wilson irons, but my 5-wood and my hybrid at Callaway, and my 5-wood's my favourite club.
What is it?
And guess what? It was fitted.
It's
a fitted club. No, not by me, but it was fitted.
It was fitted.
And it performs the best, and it's Callaway.
Yeah,
right.
And but I like the look of it as well. There's something about it that when you're focusing on the ball.
That's important.
There's something. There's something about the design of it that I really, really get.
It frames the ball well.
Yeah, it does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Exactly.
So it's really good.
I feel like I should say that we've not at any point been paid by Callaway to speak like this. This is complete honesty as well.
Absolutely.
I can always check in on your future ones and make sure that you know.
Yeah. Oh, you can.
You can get another report next week.
Oh, you can have a look at my bag. My bag is a selection of Callaway, Wilson, and TaylorMade. So I'm not being paid by anybody.
No, definitely not.
Not yet.
Not yet. But you never know.
Maybe.
You never know. So, are we giving you a hard enough time yet, or are we going easy on you?
You just carry on. I'm good.
You just carry on.
He's confident.
Not plenty of deflection
to be fair, you are very, very confident in this driver, aren't you?
I'm very confident in this driver, yeah. Very, very confident. And I'm absolutely sure that once we start doing the demo days and people the golfers in the area get this club in their hands.
Yeah.
If they're genuinely in the market to buy a new driver, this is what a lot of them are going to end up with.
Could this be the biggest driver ever for Callaway?
Good question. Original Epic would be the one in 2016.
Yep.
That was a real
good
winner.
Can Rogue beat it though?
Yeah, I think it probably can.
Do you think?
It's going to be